You don't want no trouble, cuz. The 25th, I got a meeting with the governor. That's real rap a lot, no cap a lot. I used to from Farron down to Camelot. I used to whip up in my granny's pot. She asked my friends, was I? They said, nope, he not. The line to a praying woman. The truth's a heavy burden and it's weighing on me. Red Doggies caught me slipping with the wailing on me. I went to calling out for Jesus like a reverend on me. Chalked it up to sin, took it on my chin. Gotta take some L's if you wanna win. They took a but didn't take a sin. I didn't even have no re-up I could re-up with. Had to rob another just to re-up. Pray to God that in his heart he found forgiveness for me. It was nothing personal, it was just business for me. When I got on, I paid him back and told him it was ugly. I'd rather ask forgiveness.
Well, it is just the perfect time of year for a trip to the Carolinas, and that's where we find ourselves at Bank of America Stadium in Uptown Charlotte. Just a moment ago, the lights, the cameras, the action, all the pyrotechnics, everything was ablaze, everything was allowed here in Bank of America Stadium as Carolina emerged from their tunnel. And we are ready to go as the Panthers get set to match up with the New England Patriots. And that'll carry over the back line of the... The end zone for a touchback. First carry for Christian McCaffrey. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
So, Charles, for this offense, we've been talking all year about how difficult it would be to run the table. And you gave me your chances early in the year. You thought maybe 25%. A few weeks ago, you thought closer to 50, but not quite 50. Now, here they are, 15-0. This is happening, isn't it?
I think it is, Brandon, because I do believe this team is too invested, too well coached to fall asleep at the switch now. And I think it ultimately benefits them to stay engaged all the way through the season because make it to the finish line, then they get the open week to refresh and re-energize. But if you get off the gas now, that can really hurt you come playoff time. And they'll use him out of the backfield and sometimes quite a bit. They're just trying to get him touches any way they can. 4 catches a week ago, there's another one right there.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Shotgun handoff now to McCaffrey. And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. From the gun, Atkinson.
We'll get this out right here to McCaffrey.
Just a gain of a couple there. And that'll lead here to a 3rd down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
The heavy set out there. 3 tight ends in the formation for 3rd and 3.
Back to throw. Atkinson. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35.
They brought in a heavy set on third down, and that usually means running play, but we have seen them throw out of that formation, and sure enough, they snuck the tight end out on that one, wound up hitting him for a first down.
So into Pat's territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line. Now left side, a completion to his tight end. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. I don't think it's a surprise they're throwing the football early. We expected that. They told us they were going to come out firing, but 4 for 4 on the opening drive. They like that.
They don't just like it, they love it, because now everyone gets locked in. Your confidence jumps up. Everyone's easy about what they're doing out there. And by the way, they're looking at the sideline thinking to themselves and expressing, let's keep throwing it. We're doing pretty well.
Now a 1st and 10 at the 11.
They'll look to throw again. This is caught. Give him 9 there on the first down completion. And forget about the run to set up the pass. They're just coming out throwing.
Forget trying to set anything up. They feel like they have the advantage. They feel like they have the matchups, and they're just attacking right now.
Yep, going to the air on the opening drive.
They'll come up now on 2nd and a yard.
A give running left, it's McCaffrey. And he will take it across for a Panthers touchdown.
Christian McCaffrey.
His 19th touchdown now on the season. And the Panthers take it right down and score on the opening drive.
An extra point by Bass, up and good.
And it's now a 7-0 game. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback.
Here's Jones throwing on first down. But it's caught on the right side. It's Smith. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31.
Brandon, to me, what's important right here on this drive is for them to get at least 2 first downs. They've got to give their defense a chance to settle down, catch their breath a little bit after they give up a touchdown on the opening drive.
From the 31, Jones. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. Looking to throw. Jones. Flushed out right. He finds his man. Complete. It's Hughes.
And he will have a Patriots first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
I know at the end of games, coaches always tell us that no one play won or lost a game. But this seems pretty important early, doesn't it? Their ability to pick up that first down on 3rd down, I thought that was key.
Well, you're already in the hole after the touchdown on the other side. How will you respond? We talk about that a lot, and they responded pretty well there. You go 3 and out, I think you give up a lot of momentum. You get down 2 scores, could be an entirely different game.
So they've got a nice drive going.
Now a clash of bodies here, and it's intercepted. Picked off near the 29. And to the 40-yard line, that's where the return stops. What a start defensively. Your offense goes out, gets the touchdown, and then you get the interception. Just perfect.
How about the discipline that they showed on defense? Because after the offense scored to go up 7-zip, you would think they might be a little extra aggressive trying to get back at them. Instead, they read their keys well. When they took the shot downfield, they were more than prepared for that one.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. Now, they'll be looking to duplicate the efforts of drive number 1 that resulted in 7 points in the 7-zip lead.
Well, you know how much I enjoy horse racing, right? Looks like they caught a flyer out of the gate, as they would say when you run in the big-time races. It means they get out to a fast start. They're setting the pace, making the other team chase now.
He finds his man complete. That's Jenkins. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Off the play fake. Atkinson. They'll roll him out right. He's got a man on the crossing route. That's Moore. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. A big play that time through the air. 31 yards. The chain gang hustling to catch up. Here's 1st and goal from just inside the 10. Operating from the gun. Atkinson. They'll dump this off to his running back, McCaffrey. Touchdown, Panthers.
Christian McCaffrey
with touchdown number 20 on the year.
And the Panthers lead this now 13-0 here in the opening quarter of the ball game. Tyler Bass now for the point after.
And it's good, and they have jumped out here to a quick 14-0 first quarter lead. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Pats at the line, ready to go. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I can hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping is that last mistake is their only one of the game.
Coaches, that's all they talk about, turnovers, right?
Minimizing those and maximizing opportunities.
14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports.
Well, they had the run for no gain. Now they'll try again from the 25 on 2nd and 10. Back to throw. Jones. And he rifles one incomplete.
They've given him some different looks here defensively in the early going. He's only hit 2 of his first 5 passes. With a big 3rd down coming up, he's hoping he's got a play dialed up that can take advantage of whatever the defense throws at him.
Now facing a 3rd and 10 after the incompletion. Looking to throw. Jones. And this is going to be intercepted.
Picked up by Troy Pride.
And they will finally get him, but not until he's all the way down inside the 15-yard line.
So the interception there, and Charles, I'd imagine that's something you can maybe live with in December, but not come January.
And I love how you make the distinction there. You're talking about regular season versus the postseason, the playoffs. Because these guys, they've already clinched a playoff spot, but they know, looking ahead, when they get into the postseason, they've got to take better care of the football because turnovers in that situation, they really become magnified.
Throw to the end zone on 1st down, but it winds up incomplete.
And to put it mildly, this is a tough spot defensively. They have to come right back out and defend their red zone. But how about that good first step towards forcing them to settle for at least 3 points? I think they're also thinking bigger right now. Imagine being able to stop them totally and change the momentum.
Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Off play action. Atkinson. The connection made. It's Graham. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down. Back to throw. Atkinson.
He'll get this underneath to McCaffrey.
He didn't get the touchdown, but he did get the first down as he's tackled at the 1.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon. And it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up a first down. So now on defense, do you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going?
McCaffrey.
And he takes it into the end zone for a Panthers touchdown.
Christian McCaffrey.
His 21st touchdown of the season. And the Panthers are able to grow their lead.
Bass on for the extra point.
And it is now 21-0. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt a return.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. To this point, the results have not been good. 2 possessions, 2 turnovers.
And that's obviously something that can't continue, but to go a little bit deeper on that one, I would think about some play calls now, not even necessarily to my best player, but to someone I can trust with the ball, try and get things settled down a little bit.
5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5. Looking to throw. Jones. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Hughes. And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5. Trying to pick it up on the ground with Harris. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. And he'll give it here to his running back. Finding some room at midfield. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. A big play there for the Patriots. One thing that's great about watching him run, Charles, he doesn't hesitate. He got to the left side of his O-line and just went.
So there's 2 ways to look at that. One, just absolutely unconcerned, just takes off and goes. But more the latter, I think, which is he has absolute confidence in the guys in front of him, the guys doing the blocking for him. He just takes it and goes with abandon.
Jones on 1st and 10. He finds his man, complete. It's Bowen. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. He was unable to shake free there, and they'll cover him for a loss of a yard.
2nd and 11 now.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll take this down just shy of the 25-yard line.
Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
Jones now to throw on 3rd down. Escaping the pressure right. And he takes it down to the 10-yard line.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
The Patriots into the red zone for the first time. They've got a 1st and 10 from the 10. Back to throw. Jones. Flush to his right. And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up 2nd down.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
Here's 2nd and 10.
Throwing again. Jones. And he's not able to get away. Sacked back at the 22. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter.
Work now for Jones and the Patriots here after the sack. It's 3rd and long.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw.
Jones has just thrown his 3rd interception. It's C.J. Henderson picking it up. And the Panthers are going to have it here at their own 9-yard line.
And that's what we've seen from this defense all year long because they've been so good at finding ways to take the football away. And they just gave us another example right here. A strong defense, that's something you're going to need to rely on come playoff time. And this crew has got one. There's no doubt about that, Brandon.
This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. On 1st and 10, Atkinson. Looking sideline, incomplete. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. To throw again. Atkinson. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Jenkins. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. Back to throw now on 1st down. They'll set up the screen to McCaffrey. And that'll be good for 8 yards to the 45.
Only needing 2 yards on 2nd down.
Looking to throw. Atkinson. Throw left side complete. That's Jenkins. And he's got another 1st down as the tackle's going to be made at the Patriots' 31-yard line. That's the number 2 receiver in the NFL in terms of yardage. And tell you what, a few more plays like that, he won't be number 2 for long.
Well, that's what often happens when you have competitors running around the field. These guys know where they stand in relationship to yardage, totals, numbers, the whole deal. And let's face it, all of them, they all want to be number 1.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw, eluding the pressure right. This is caught. It's Boyd. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. The Panthers going to use the second of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. A chance to really cap off a big first half here as they come up on 1st and goal. Back to throw again. The quick slant caught. That's good for a gain of 6, 2nd and goal. Back to throw. Atkinson. He's got it for a Panther touchdown. A great play there in the final seconds of the first half.
And the Panthers will extend their lead here just before halftime. Extra point by Bass, up and good.
And it is 28-0.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. This will be returned from deep in the end zone.
The Pats at the line, ready to go.
And with 10 seconds left, not really enough time to put something together.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Pressure comes in. He's brought down. It's a Panther sack. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call.
A hole to dig out of here. 2nd and 17.
A final shot before break. Jones. And he's going to go down. Couldn't get a throw off with the pressure. Maybe that was for the best, as that brings us to the end of this first half of play. So we've come upon halftime here in Week 17, as we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman in our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, the final 2 quarters of the NFL regular season are upon us as the second half of Week 17 is underway.
And the half will begin with a touchback.
The Pats at the line, ready to go.
And they have a mountainous deficit looming in front of them. It was really, Charles, a disaster of a first half. So where do they go from here?
The first thing they have to remember is that what's done is done, and there's no going back. And now you have to play this drive by drive. Obviously, come back in this spot. Pretty unlikely, but you still have to go out, take pride in your work, and try and put something together here in the second half.
Following the incomplete pass, here they go again. 2nd and 10 from the 25. Throwing again. Jones. Airing it out deep for Smith. He's got a man. Complete. Yeah, he's going to get this deep on a Carolina side of the field. A big play there for New England.
Well, partner, that's how you make a long drive suddenly not so long anymore. One big play, and they're already in field goal range with designs on getting more than that.
That swung out wide to Harris.
And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. It'll be a gain of 5, and it'll make it a 2nd down.
Caught that look from you there, partner. I think we're on the same page on that one. Just his first catch. I think we both thought he'd be a little more active in the passing game. Let's see if that's the start of them trying to get the ball to him a little bit more here in the second half.
To throw again on 2nd down. Jones. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Brian Burns make that now 8 sacks for him on the season.
Well, that takes a start to have a good drive. Quite like a big loss on a sack, doesn't it?
Now they're looking at a 3rd and long, and suddenly the momentum shifted to the other side of the football.
And old Mo is a very, very fickle man.
Now Jones throwing on 3rd and long. Under pressure, and they get to him again. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sack.
Remember, he had the interception earlier. Now he adds the sack. He's really making his presence felt out there.
Oh, he's putting together a heck of a game. In fact, he's going to bump these plays to his highlight reel. Okay, so when he wants to show it off later on, look what I did out there, guys. In this offense, they got to start paying him a little special attention. He's like a good basketball player, putting stats in every column. Always disappointing when you miss a field goal, but when you're playing against a defense this good, you and I both know that's a crucial miss because you can't afford to leave any points out there. You've got to take them when you can.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. They had to go a long way on their last drive to score the touchdown. This time they get at least a little bit more of a cushion with field position.
I have to think that with this field position, after what they did on the last drive, they might want to take a shot right now and try to cut down the length of the drive.
Big Christian Barmore was there on the tackle. Second down at 5.
Off the play fake. Atkinson. And he finds his tight end, Graham. And he's down right around midfield after a gain of 2, maybe 3. Off play action. Atkinson. Toward the sideline. Did he keep the feet in? Yes, he got them both down, says the side judge. And that's good enough for a first down.
And if anyone thinks they're just going to tuck their horns in and pull back off the throttle a little bit, you can forget it. Even with this big third-quarter lead, I think this team's going to continue to take their shots downfield, and there's another completion.
So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging into our second half blowout material.
A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Oh, that's got to frustrate him a little bit because they nearly got to him there, and it would have been the first sack of the game. Instead, they're able to influence the release, and they did force the incomplete pass.
Third quarter action here, this regular season finale. This will be 2nd and 10.
To throw again. Atkinson. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. Toward the back corner of the end zone, but he could not get the feet down. This will wind up incomplete.
Finally, a good play there defensively on the deep ball. The secondary has had its struggles this entire game. Offensively, they've had their way with them.
On 3rd down, Atkinson gets this to his running back. It's Christian McCaffrey. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. It'll be a loss of 6 yards on the play. And it'll be 4th down. That's leaking to the right, and he missed it by a foot or 2. It's no good, and this score will stay right where it is. So it's an empty possession, and as a kicker, not the way you want to start your day's work.
And now each team's missed a field goal here so far, Brandon, so apparently neither guy is immune.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. They've got to dig down deep. I mean, they need something right now, really anything to cling on to. This offense has struggled.
Partner, join me in a walk to their locker room at the half, okay? Because I think what we would have seen is an offensive coordinator and his assistant coaches getting together all their positions, then coming together as a group, going over adjustments, and then the head coach coming in and just screaming, wake up.
Yeah.
Let's get moving, guys.
I'm kind of glad we weren't in there at halftime, actually.
I mean, you think you might have turned it on us, too?
Yeah, but right now, whatever was said hasn't been working.
Got three down. Mike four. 6 man.
Here's Jones on first down. Steps away to his left. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
2nd and 10 now, third quarter from Charlotte.
Throwing again, Jones. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up third down. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. Looking to throw. Jones. He's going to fire one deep over the middle.
And oh no, it's incomplete. That's a touchdown if he holds on, but somehow took his eyes off of it, falls to the ground, and brings up 4th down.
The 3 straight incompletions, they don't care. That hasn't dissuaded them. They're going to go for it on 4th. Back to throw. Jones. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Patriots come up empty on 4th down, and the Panthers will get the football back. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. And they've got to be a little bit frustrated about that last drive, missed field goal.
Always hurts a team because, you put something out there, you're giving yourself a chance, you're in range, and the ball doesn't go through the post. But it's not something to panic about, I don't believe. Just keep playing and keep going.
Again, he finds more. A gain of 6 there on first. Final minute now of the 3rd quarter. Off the play fake. Atkinson. Got his man, Robbie Anderson. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Patriots 18.
Well, I certainly don't want to pile on, but this defense has just not been up to the challenge in this game, and this continues as we see here. Coverage, not been very good, soft in spots. There's an easy throw and catch for another first down.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18.
Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. And it'll be intercepted. Snags it for the pick. And the Pats are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. The Pats at the line, ready to go. And last time they were very fortunate, this offense. They went for it on 4th, turned it over in their own territory, but the other guy's held up. And he is going to be taken down. And that should be the final play of this third quarter. Brian Burns in there to get him, and on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him. Well behind the sticks here with a 2nd and 18. Another try after the first down sack. Jones, and he drops it incomplete. And their struggles continue here.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
New England on 3rd down. 3 for 7 so far in this game. This will be a tough 3rd and 18. From the gun, Jones. Well, had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going. Well, it just seems like all game long there hasn't been a lot of sync quarterback to wide receiver on this side of the football.
They haven't been on the same page, quarterback and receivers. Heck, they haven't been on the same grease board when you draw plays up. They haven't been on the same surface tablet that you look at on the sidelines. Nothing's worked for them. They've got to find a way to start matching each other's movements.
Great blocking nearly sprung him there. 28-yard return. And this offense will take over right at the midfield stripe with a 1st and 10. Good starting position for the Panthers as they come up 1st and 10, right at the 50-yard line. Trying to shake off the interception, he'll look to throw. And a diving effort, but only right at the line of scrimmage.
Partner, I have to tell you, just one word keeps coming to mind from watching them this afternoon, and that's impressive. They have been impressive from the opening kickoff, and they haven't let up here even into the 4th quarter.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Atkinson. Over the middle, complete. It's Jenkins. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it.
There's a beautiful throw there, and he's been sensational the entire game, moving it around, spreading it, hitting the right guys. And look, under normal situations, partner, I would expect him to come out of the game now. They've got it in hand. But you and I have been around this league a long time, and every time we ask head coaches about it, hey, why don't you take your quarterback out when the game's in hand? They just kind of give us that look like that's what he's paid to do. So it's a very...
And he's got it. Touchdown, Panthers. A great effort there. His 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Panthers are closing in on that 16-0 record as they add on to their lead. An extra point by Bass, up and good. And that will extend this big lead. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. The Pats at the line, ready to go. And let's face it, this drive is not going to have any bearing on this game, but it's kind of important for one reason, isn't it?
It certainly is. You got to get points. And, okay, all right, I'm being facetious here. But you get points, you feel a little bit better about yourself as you move on to the next one.
Another pass attempt, another incompletion. You figure defensively, you're in the 4th quarter here. You've held the team under 100 yards passing. You've done your job.
Especially in today's NFL, which is truly a pass-first league.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. To throw again, Jones. And this one almost intercepted. Far too loose with the football. Nearly a 4th pick of the ball game.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
Jones on third down. And he's going to drop this down to Harris, middle of the field. And a good tackle there right around the 30. Stops him short of the first down. 5 yards, not enough. And it'll be fourth down. The Patriots send out their punter as he'll kick it away for the second time. And he gets this away, angled for the sideline with a lot behind it. Wow. That one sails out of bounds. The side judge will walk it off. And he says it went out of bounds at the 9-yard line. Nice punt. The field position game, such an overlooked facet, Charles, of an NFL game. But this offense, they're going to be pinned back. What an ideal punt.
An ideal punt, and it leads to that term complementary football. Because them doing that puts their defense in a great spot, doesn't it? Gives them a chance. If they want to be aggressive, try and maybe get a safety out of this whole thing, it puts them in that position.
And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. They're still throwing the football here. Now, obviously, the incompletion stops the clock. That's the bad thing.
Feels to me like they're just keeping them honest on defense because you know they're going to stack the line of scrimmage to try and stop any type of a running play. Short little passes may work in exchange of running plays. Keep the clock moving, keep them moving.
Yeah, I guess you're right. If they can get some first downs, just as good as running the football. Now a throw here, hauled in. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down.
Tell you what, partner, the way he's been slinging it in this one, I think he should be ticketed for a baseball cap and a set of headphones for the next drive. He's been absolutely sensational. But one thing we've both learned about quarterbacks in this league, they often stay on the field longer than you expect.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Watch two, 3-3.
Back to throw. Atkinson. That's to McCaffrey, complete. No gain on the screen there. It's second down. Looking to throw. Atkinson. The Pats are going to get there. Down he goes. Max Crosby in there to get him, and on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him.
He was still looking through his progressions and going through his receiver options, and while he was doing that, the defense got to him quickly in the pocket.
And it was a great example of zone coverage, well executed, well coordinated. All the receivers were covered, and he couldn't evade the rush back in the pocket.
Over the middle, that's complete to McCaffrey. And he is going to have a Panthers first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. Now a play fake here on first down. He's going to loft one deep over the middle. And this is caught inside the 5. And they're going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals.
Well, business as usual for them. Well on their way to another victory. Riding a serious wave of momentum from what we've seen. And so far, they haven't met their match. So if you're going to play this team in the future, your mission is clear. You better be ready to play and match their firepower.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. And 3 and out on the last drive. No points on the scoreboard. A little soul-searching now?
I would say so, and they need to help out their defense a little bit. They've had to be on the field a lot more than normal, put them in some tough spots. But what's the old adage? When you get another chance, it gives you a better chance to do it right.
So the incompletion, and now it's 2nd and 10, again from the 25-yard line. Throwing again. Jones. And they're able to get this one across the 35.
And Charles, with that completion, I'm told that puts him over 3,000 yards passing now on the campaign.
And Brandon, nowadays your leader's usually closer to 5,000 yards on the year, but still, 3,000 yards, a good season.
Jones now throwing on first down. Escaping the pressure right. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away incomplete. Now that'll bring up second down. So the Patriots with the football as we get you reset. They're looking at second down now as they search for a consolation score. There's a ball thrown right side and complete. And he'll go out near midfield at the 49. Offense for them has been at a premium. You wonder where plays like that have been all game long.
They're thinking the exact same thing themselves, but they're also looking forward now because now these plays are really for next week, trying to get some momentum going.
Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone.
This has been a rough one, to put it mildly, for them. And after this one's done, you just feel like at the post-game press conference, this team's going to have a lot of questions and definitely not a lot of answers.
On 2nd and 10, Jones. Smith catches left side. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a third down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion that would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication, and as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Panthers' 34-yard line.
Well, this game was decided a while ago, and that completion there is going to artificially inflate his passing numbers. So right now, the only one really applauding probably his agent as he thinks about angling for a new contract.
Now Jones on 1st and 10. He's going to fire one deep left sideline. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
We've seen that the deep ball's been a part of their game plan all afternoon, but they've had trouble hooking up on it, unable to successfully find the end zone over the top.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Back to throw. Jones. And he drops it incomplete. And their struggles continue here. At this point, down big, you'd have to imagine this defense are just going to sit back, blanket the field as best they can.
Yeah, this is actually the easy part of the game for them because, just as you noted, they can sit back, keep everything in front of them. But they've blanketed the field the entire game using a variety of coverages.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. It's C.J. Henderson picking it off. And the Panthers will have the football as this is taken up past the 30. Well, partner, I got to tell you, I'm trying to think of something positive to say for this offense, but I'd have to be a spin doctor for that one. This has been a tough performance to watch.
And I think it's hard at this point to actually identify what's really gone wrong. I guess the catch-all is everything. Doesn't sound like real sharp analysis, but I don't have much else for you.
And the scoreboard just lopsided, and it's been ugly from the get-go. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. Now it looks like he'll throw here. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Jenkins. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. A big connection on that one. 39 yards. So this one is over. A victory for Carolina. And I tell you what, Charles, this might be about as good as it gets. They were incredible.
Yeah, offense was in fine form. The defense threw the shutout at them. I think they worked in concert together. What I like about the offense was they held the ball pretty well. You know, time of possession, exactly what they were looking for in this one. And that helped out their defense. Didn't have to be out there the entire time. So when you do that and you're out there fresh playing, off a little extra spring in your step, and it showed up in this one.
They had a ton of spring in their step. Impressive victory. So for the Panthers, they're a win away now from running the table here in the regular season. They move to 16-0 on the year. So for our entire crew, alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Thanks for watching, everybody. We'll see you next time.